in the heart of a lush emerald forest, where the trees whispered ancient tales and the sunlight danced through the canopy, a group of lively forest animals planned a grand frolic. The air was filled with the earthy scent of pine and the sweet aroma of wildflowers, while the gentle rustling of leaves played a tune only the forest knew. First up was Benny the Beaver, a master of construction. Benny decided to create the most magnificent log bridge the forest had ever seen. With his strong teeth, he gnawed through branches and skillfully stacked logs across the bubbling brook. But as Benny placed the final piece, a cheeky squirrel named Nutty darted across the bridge, scattering acorns everywhere. The logs wobbled, and with a loud kerplunk, the entire bridge collapsed into the water. Benny's eyes widened in surprise before he burst into laughter, splashing water with his tail as Nutty giggled from the safety of a nearby tree. Meanwhile, Freddie the fox, known for his quick wit, thought it would be fun to organize a game of hide-and-seek. With his bushy tail flicking in excitement, Freddie counted to 10 while the other animals scurried to find the perfect hiding spots. But Freddie was so good at sniffing out his friends that he found them almost immediately. One by one, they popped out from behind rocks, trees, and bushes, all laughing as Freddie triumphantly proclaimed, "Found you!" However, when it was Freddie's turn to hide, the tables turned. He hid so well that the others couldn't find him. After what seemed like hours, they finally discovered him snoozing high up in a tree, his tail draped lazily over a branch. Freddie grinned, half asleep, as his friends erupted in cheers. Over by the mossy boulders, Tilly the turtle, who loved anything that glittered, decided to host a scavenger hunt. She had hidden shiny pebbles, colorful feathers, and even a mysterious glowing mushroom throughout the forest. The animals eagerly set off, their eyes gleaming with excitement. As they searched, they encountered all sorts of surprises. A frog that hopped into a puddle, splashing everyone with mud, a curious caterpillar that insisted on joining the hunt, and a wise old owl who offered cryptic clues that led them in circles. Tilly chuckled from her cozy spot under a fern as her friends unearthed each hidden treasure, their laughter echoing through the trees. Then there was Daisy the deer, graceful and swift. She proposed a race around the forest's edge, a test of speed and agility. The animals lined up, ready to dash through the underbrush. With a flash of hooves and paws, the race began. But just as they reached the finish line, a mischievous gust of wind scattered a pile of leaves right into their path. The racers skidded to a halt, slipping and sliding on the leafy carpet. Daisy ended up in a pile of leaves, her antlers tangled in vines, while the others tumbled in a heap beside her. They all looked at each other, covered in leaves and twigs, before bursting into uncontrollable giggles. As the sun dipped behind the mountains, casting long shadows over the forest, the animals gathered around a cozy campfire. They roasted chestnuts, hummed forest melodies, and shared tales of the day's antics. Benny tapped out a rhythm on a hollow log, while Freddie strummed a tune on a fiddle made from a twig and some spider silk. The fire crackled softly, mirroring the warmth of their laughter as the night creatures began their evening songs. Finally, as the moon rose high, bathing the forest in its silvery glow, the animals snuggled into soft beds of moss and leaves. The gentle hoot of the owl and the rustling of the wind through the trees lulled them into a peaceful slumber, their dreams filled with thoughts of races, scavenger hunts, and the joy of unexpected surprises. And so, under the watchful gaze of the moon and stars, the friends of the forest frolic drifted into dreams as sweet and magical as the forest itself. For in their leafy haven, the best memories were the ones shared in laughter, under the canopy of the whispering trees. Good night, forest friends. May your dreams be as wild and wonderful as a day in the woods.